Hello and welcome to our fourth lecture of class 9 Science and Technology. So from first three lectures we are discussing this chapter laws of motion. Okay, in the last lecture we have seen acceleration and motion graphs. So now in this lecture we are going to study kinematical equations of motions or equations of motions, so which was given by Sir Isaac Newton. Okay, there are three equations of motion, and these three equations are very much important in terms of mechanics. Okay, so every object or a body which is performing a motion, so these three equation can be used to find their velocity or their acceleration or their displacement. Okay, and these three equations are very much important for designing various uh, mechanical instruments, also mechanical components, because it can be used to determine the velocity, acceleration and displacement along with the time. So these three equations are very much important. Now the three equations of motion are as given here. It is v is equals to u plus at. First equation, that is v is equals to u plus at. Second equation is s is equals to ut plus half at square. Third equation is v square equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, so these are the three equations where v is nothing but final velocity, v is the symbol for final velocity, u is the symbol for initial velocity, a is acceleration and t is representing time. Okay, whereas s is representing the displacement. So these three equations are used to study motion of any object. Okay, so any object or body is performing a motion, so we can study that motion with the help of these three equations. Okay, so these three equations are very much important, and you have to learn these three equations and you have to understand these three equations also. So one by one we are going to find out how these three equations are determined using a graphical method. Okay, so first we will see, that is equation 1, v is equals to u plus at, that give us the relation between velocity and time. So this equation, the first equation of motion, it gives us the relation between velocity and time. Okay, so here as you can see, one graph is provided. This is the velocity versus time graph. Velocity time graph is there. On y-axis velocity is represented. Okay, and on x-axis time is represented. Okay, so you can see from the origin at a certain altitude we have been provided with u. So this u is nothing but initial velocity. Okay, and v is nothing but final velocity. So the final velocity is from the origin to point c. Okay, whereas initial velocity is from origin to point d. Okay, now this, from point D to point B, there is one straight line as you can see. This straight line is representing a uniform acceleration. Okay, we have studied motion graphs. In that graph we have seen that graph of velocity versus time, if there is a straight line, that straight line is going to represent uniform acceleration. Okay, so this is velocity and this is time. So velocity upon time, change in velocity upon time is nothing but acceleration. So this line is representing acceleration a. Okay, so now with the help of this particular graph we are going to find out all the three equations. So first you can see that figure 1 point shows the change in velocity with the time of a uniformly accelerated object. Okay, the object starts from the point D in the graph with velocity u. So the motion is starting from this particular point, point D. So the initial velocity is not zero, it is some kind of amount. Okay, अगर मोशन जो है वो पॉइंट ओ से स्टार्ट होता, ओरिजिन से स्टार्ट अगर हम लोग कंसिडर करते हैं, यहाँ पे लाइन डी के बजाय ओ से अगर स्टार्ट होती, सो हमारा इनिशियल वेलोसिटी क्या हो जाता, ज़ीरो हो जाता। लेकिन जो हमारा मोशन है वो पॉइंट डी से इनिशिएट हो रहा है, स्टार्ट हो रहा है, ऐसा ये ग्राफ हमें बता रहा है। सो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी हमारी क्या है, यू है, एंड दैट इज नॉट जीरो, इट इज सम काइंड ऑफ अमाउंट। ओके, इट विल बी 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड और 6 मीटर पर सेकेंड, बट इट इज एन अमाउंट, इट इज नॉट जीरो। ओके, सो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी है हमारी यहाँ पर जो मोशन को रिप्रेजेंट कर रही है। नाउ its velocity keeps increasing and after time t it reaches the point b on the graph। अब ये जो ऑब्जेक्ट जो मोशन परफॉर्म कर रहा है उसकी वेलोसिटी इंक्रीज होते जा रही है। ओके, और पॉइंट बी तक वो उसका मोशन परफॉर्म कर रहा है, पॉइंट बी तक। तो पॉइंट डी से लेकर के पॉइंट डी तक जो उसने मोशन परफॉर्म किया है, यूनिफॉर्मली एक्सेलरेटेड मोशन जो उसने परफॉर्म किया है, उसके लिए उसको एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम लगा है, एंड दैट टाइम इज नथिंग बट टी। जो हमें ग्राफ में क्या नज़र आ रहा है, वो ओ ई का डिस्टेंस जो है वो हमारा क्या है, टी है। द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन पॉइंट ओ एंड पॉइंट ई इज नथिंग बट टी। ओके, तो ये हमें सब कुछ ग्राफ में दिया हुआ है। यहाँ पे इनिशियल वेलोसिटी ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट दैट इज यू, वो क्या है हमारा, डिस्टेंस बिटवीन पॉइंट ओ एंड पॉइंट डी। ये फिगर में जो ओ और डी का जो डिस्टेंस है, दोनों पॉइंट के बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है वो हमारा क्या है, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी है यू। ओके, फाइनल वेलोसिटी क्या है, डिस्टेंस बिटवीन पॉइंट ओ एंड पॉइंट सी। तो पॉइंट ओ और पॉइंट सी के बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है वो हमारा क्या है, फाइनल वेलोसिटी है, दैट इज ओ सी। और टाइम टी को हम लोग ने रिप्रेजेंट किया है ओ ई से, सो ओ ई। ओके, नाउ वी हैव स्टडीड द फॉर्मूला ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन इन द लास्ट लेक्चर। द फॉर्मूला इज एक्सेलरेशन इक्वल टू चेंज इन वेलोसिटी अपॉन टाइम। Okay, so you can see the formula, change in velocity upon time. So we know change in velocity is nothing but final velocity minus initial velocity. So final velocity minus initial velocity. What is the final velocity? Is that it is nothing but O to C V. Final velocity क्या है हमारा, V है। So वो क्या है हमारा, OC. So we have written in the place of final velocity as OC. Okay. Now initial velocity is nothing but u. What is it? It is OD. So we have written OD over here. So OC minus OD upon time, which is represented as T. So we have written here T. Okay. Now OC minus OD. Observe this line segment from O to C. You can see that OC, ये जो पूरा डिस्टेंस है O से C का, उससे अगर मैं OD माइनस करता हूँ, ओके, ये जो डिस्टेंस है यहाँ से यहाँ तक, O से लेकर के C तक का जो डिस्टेंस है उसमें से अगर मैं OD माइनस करूँगा, ये पार्ट माइनस करता हूँ, तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा, वी विल गेट दिस डिस्टेंस। ये डिस्टेंस हमें मिलेगा ऑब्वियसली, C to D का डिस्टेंस मिलेगा ना हमें। अगर मैं OC से, फ्रॉम OC, इफ I माइनस OD, ओके, सो आई एम गोइंग टू गेट द डिस्टेंस दैट इज CD। तो हम लोग को क्या मिला यहाँ पे, CD मिला। सो एक्सेलरेशन को यहाँ पे हम लोग ऑब्वियसली A से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे। ओके, सो A इज इक्वल्स टू क्या मिला हम लोग को, CD अपॉन T मिलेगा। क्या मिलेगा, A इज इक्वल्स टू CD अपॉन T मिल गया। तो CD क्या हो जाएगा, नाउ दिस T इज डिवाइडिंग इन द राइट हैंड साइड, सो ऑब्वियसली इट इज गोइंग टू मल्टीप्लाई इन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, सो इट विल बी A इंटू T इज इक्वल्स टू क्या मिला हम लोग को, CD मिला। सो वी गेट यार CD इज इक्वल्स टू 80। क्या मिला हम लोग को, CD इक्वल टू 80 मिल गया। नाउ वी हैव दिस CD इक्वल टू 80। अगर हम लोग ग्राफ में ध्यान से देखेंगे तो एक पैरेलल लाइन बनाई गई है y एक्सिस से। ओके, y एक्सिस को एक पैरेलल लाइन है, दैट इज BE, एक पैरेलल लाइन ड्रॉ की गई है y एक्सिस से। ओके, सो जिसमें पॉइंट A जो है वो पॉइंट D से ज्वाइन किया हुआ है और पॉइंट B को हम लोग ने पॉइंट C से ज्वाइन किए हैं। Now in this particular figure you can see that BE, ये जो पूरा डिस्टेंस है B से लेकर के E तक का, व्हाट इज इट, इट इज BE इक्वल टू AB प्लस AE। BE क्या है हमारा, AB प्लस AE है। सो वो यहाँ पे हम लोग ने लिख दिए। नाउ O2C क्या है, V है। सिमिलरली फिर B2EB क्या होगा, VE होगा। ओके, क्योंकि दोनों भी लाइन क्या है, पैरेलल है, और जो उनके करस्पॉन्डिंग लाइंस भी बनाए हैं हम लोग ने, दैट इज BC एंड OE, दोनों भी क्या है, पैरेलल है। तो डिस्टेंस दोनों का क्या है, सेम है। मेजरमेंट्स क्या है, दोनों भी लाइन के सेम है। सो BE इज इक्वल्स टू हम लोग क्या ले सकते हैं, V ले सकते हैं। ओके, नाउ AB और CD ये दोनों भी इक्वल है। AB, नाउ AB और CD ये दोनों भी क्या है, इक्वल है। तो हम लोग AB के जगह पे CD ले सकते हैं, और AE और OD ये भी क्या है, इक्वल है। सो हम लोग AE के जगह पे OD लिख सकते हैं। नाउ V इज इक्वल्स टू CD प्लस OD हम लोग को मिला। व्हाट इज OD, OD क्या है हमारा, दैट इज U। सो हम लोग ने यहाँ पे U लिख दिया OD के जगह पे। CD हमारा क्या है, हमने फाइंड किया है, दैट इज 80 है हमारा CD। सो हम लोग ने क्या लिख दिया, 80 लिख दिया। तो हमें क्या मिला, V इज इक्वल्स टू 80 प्लस U मिला। इसको हम लोग थोड़ा सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो हमें क्या इक्वेशन मिलता है, V इज इक्वल्स टू U प्लस 80। ये क्या है हमारा, ये हमारा पहला इक्वेशन है मोशन का। ओके, दिस इज द फर्स्ट काइनेमैटिकल इक्वेशन, ओके, which give us the relation between velocity and time. So V is equals to U plus 80. Now this was the first equation. Okay, I hope you have understand what I have explained right now. Now we will move to second equation that give us the relation between displacement and time. So displacement S and time T. Okay, so we will be getting the relation between these two terms in this equation. Now let us suppose that an object in uniform acceleration a and it has covered the distance s with time t from the graph in figure 1.9. The distance covered by the object during the time t is given by the area of quadrangle DOEB. Now here in the graph you can see okay, in this graph you can see that object is performing uniformly accelerated motion. So this line is representing that particular term, uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, so if we consider, if we want to find the displacement, the amount of distance covered by that object performing a motion, so it can be determined by finding the area of this quadrangle. Okay, if we find the area of DOEB, this area, then we will be getting the displacement. What we are going to get, we will be getting the displacement of the motion. Okay, displacement of the object that which is performing a motion. Now this particular area has to be determined. So this area DOEB is nothing but displacement S. So we have written here S equal to area of quadrangle DOEB. Okay, now what is this DOEB? ये जो DOEB है, we can write that DOEB is nothing but DOEA, area of DOEA plus area of DAB. ये area, okay, plus this area is nothing but complete area of the quadrangle. So what we have written here, area of quadrangle DOEB is nothing but area of rectangle DOEA plus area of triangle DAB. Okay, so in the figure itself, by observing you can understand that this particular part is nothing but a rectangle and this part is nothing but a triangle. Okay, now we know the formula for area of a rectangle and a triangle. So area of rectangle is nothing but length into breadth. So this is the length OE and this is the breadth AE. Okay, so OE into AE, which is written over here. You can see here OE into AE, area of a rectangle. It is mentioned over here. and the area of triangle is half into base into height. So base is nothing but AB and height is nothing but DA. So you can see over here, base is nothing but AD and height, okay, they have considered this as, okay, base is nothing but DA and height is nothing but BA. So here BA is height and DA is base. We can take vice versa because it is a right angle triangle. So what we have got now, S is equals to AE into OE plus half into AB into DA. Okay. Now we know that AE is nothing but U. AE क्या है हमारा? U है. OE क्या है हमारा? It is T. Okay. From the figure only we are getting this term. और OE is equals to DA है. क्या है? OE is equals to DA. Now in the figure you can see OE का जो distance है, it is equal to the distance between D and A. So ये भी क्या हो गया हमारा? T हो गया. Okay. So DA भी क्या हो गया हमारा? T हो गया. Now AB क्या है? AB is equals to CD है. Point, the distance between this point and this point is nothing but the distance between this and this point. CD के बराबर का distance है. CD क्या है हमारा? 80 है. ये हमने फाइंड किया है. तो हम लोग यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं CD के जगह पे AB और AB के जगह पे 80. ओके. सो ये सारे जो टर्म्स हम लोग को ग्राफ से मिले हैं, यही सभी टर्म्स को हम लोग इक्वेशन में पुट करेंगे. सो S इज इक्वल्स टू क्या मिला? AE के जगह पे U, OE के जगह पे हमें T मिल गया, हाफ इंटू AB. In the place of AB we are going to write 80 and in the place of DA that we have got as T, so we will mention T over here. So we get S equal to U into T plus half into A into T into T. So T into T क्या होगा? We know that T into T is nothing but T square. So we get now the second equation of motion, that is S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Okay. Now this is again an important equation. S is equals to UT plus half AT square. This gives us the relation between displacement and time. Okay. Now the last equation that we are going to study, it is that equation gives us the relation between displacement and velocity. So the relation is between S, displacement, and velocity V and U. Okay. So again we are going to consider the same quadrangle, that is DOEB. Okay. We have considered the same quadrangle for the third equation also, DOEB. So we have considered that. Now it is nothing but half into sum of lengths of parallel sides into distance between the parallel sides. Now for determining the second equation, we have divided the complete quadrangle into two different figures, that was rectangle and triangle. But for determining the third equation, we are not going to divide this quadrangle into two different figures. We are going to consider this complete figure. Okay. So as you can see, there are two parallel lines, OD and EB. These two lines are parallel, that clearly state that this particular figure is a trapezium. Okay. Any geometrical figure having two opposite sides as parallel sides, so that figure is nothing but a trapezium. So we are going to use the formula of trapezium to find the third equation. So we know the area of trapezium is nothing but half into sum of lengths of parallel sides into distance between the parallel sides. So sum of length of parallel side, दोनों भी parallel side कौन से है? OD है और क्या है हमारा? BE है. So OD के यहाँ पे देखो क्या है, पैरेलल डिस्टेंस हमारा, एक पैरेलल साइड है OD और दूसरा पैरेलल साइड है हमारा BE. ओके. सो ये दोनों पैरेलल साइड का एडिशन, सम मतलब क्या एडिशन, इनटू डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द पैरेलल साइड्स. ये दोनों पैरेलल साइड के बीच का डिस्टेंस क्या है? OE है. क्या है डिस्टेंस? वो OE. यहाँ पे परपेंडिकुलर का साइन आ जाएगा. ओके. सो ये जो डिस्टेंस है वो हमारा क्या है? दोनों भी पैरेलल साइड का डिस्टेंस है OE. सो हम लोग ने यहाँ पे OE लिख दिया. Now 1/2 into what is OD? It is U. OD क्या था हमारा? इनिशियल वेलोसिटी रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, और B क्या हमारा रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? फाइनल वेलोसिटी. सो वी गेट हाफ इंटू U प्लस V. और OE क्या है? इट इज़ नथिंग बट T. OE क्या है हमारा? T है. OD इज नथिंग बट U. OE is nothing but T, and BE is nothing but V. Okay, so we have noted down the symbols for this particular segments. So U plus V into T हमें मिल गया. Now we know that acceleration is nothing but V minus U upon T, final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. So we have taken A is equals to V minus U upon T. Now if we take this T on the LHS and bring this A on the right hand side, what we will get? We will get T is equals to V minus U upon A. What we are getting? T is equals to V minus U upon A. Just we have replaced the terms. Okay, this is the simple conversion that has been taught to you in 9th standard also, in 8th standard also. Okay, now if we put this equation 3 in equation 2, what we are going to get? Half into U plus V as it is, and in place of T we are placing this value V minus U upon A. Okay, so we have got 1/2 into U plus V into V minus U upon A. So 2 into A is nothing but 2A. Okay, and here you will get V plus U in bracket, and in other bracket V minus U. So this is now V plus U into V minus U. Okay, we know the formula A plus B into A minus B is nothing but A square minus B square. Okay, this has been taught to you in 8th standard. So A plus B into A minus B is nothing but A square minus B square. Similarly, V plus U into V minus U is nothing but V square minus U square. So we have noted it down, V square minus U square, and this 2A which is dividing in the RHS, it is going to be multiplied in the LHS. So 2AS equal to V square minus U square. So now this U square is negative in the RHS. Once we place it in the LHS, it is going to be positive. Okay, what we have got? 2AS is equals to V square minus U square. Okay, so this term, negative term in the LHS, I am going to in the RHS I am going to shift it in the LHS. So we get U square plus 2AS equal to V square. Simplified, and we get the third equation, that is V square equal to U square plus 2AS. Okay, so this is the third equation of motion. Okay, I hope you have understand all the three equations. What is important for you, that you have to know these three equations properly, and you must be knowing which particular symbol is used to represent a particular physical term. So this V is for final velocity, U is for initial velocity, A is for acceleration, S is for displacement, and T is going to represent time. Okay, this must be crystal clear to you. All the three equations must be learned properly. Okay, what happens a lot of time, that students jumble themselves in these three equations. The terms are shifted here and there, and this should be prohibited, because while solving a numerical we have to use these equations properly. If we know this equation, we are going to solve n number of numericals. Okay, and these equations are important in terms of your higher studies also. So please learn these equations properly, try to understand it. Okay, so your homework for today is write and learn three equations of motion. You have to write these three equations and you have to learn it properly. Okay, in the next lecture we are going to solve some examples, numericals, by using these three equations. Until then,